The 26th of July movement was a vanguard revolutionary organization led by Fidel Castro that in 1959 overthrew the Fulgencio Batista dictatorship. In Cuba, the movement fought the Batista regime on both rural and urban fronts. Origins: the 26th of July movement's name originated from the failed attack on the Moncada Barracks, an army facility in the city of Santiago de Cuba, on the 26th of July 1953. The movement was reorganized in Mexico in 1955 by a group of 82 exiled revolutionaries. Their task was to form a disciplined guerrilla force to overthrow Batista. Role in the Cuban Revolution. On the 2nd of December 1956, 82 men landed in Cuba, having sailed in the boat Grandma from Tuxpan, Veracruz, ready to organize and lead a revolution. The early signs were not good for the movement. They landed in daylight, were attacked by the Cuban Air Force, and suffered numerous casualties. The landing party was split into two and one that lost for 2 days. Most of the supplies abandoned where they landed. They were also betrayed by the peasant guide in an ambush, which killed more of those who had landed. Batista mistakenly announced Fidel Castro's death at this point. Of the 82 who sailed aboard the Grandma, only 12 eventually regrouped in the Sierra Maestra mountain range. They encountered the Cuban army. Ernesto Che Guevara was shot in the neck and chest during the fighting, but was not severely injured. This was the opening phase of the War of the Cuban Revolution, which continued for the next 2 years. It ended in January 1959, after Batista fled Cuba for Spain, on New Year's Eve when the movement's forces marched into Havana. Post-1959. After the takeover, anti-Batistas and liberals joined the M26-7 movement, which gained control over Cuba. The movement was joined with other bodies to form the United Party of the Cuban Socialist Revolution, which in turn became the Communist Party of Cuba in 1965. Once it was learned that Cuba would adopt a strict Marxist-Leninist political and economic system, opposition was raised not only by dissident party members, but by the United States as well. In April 1961, a CIA-trained force of Cuban exiles and dissidents launched the unsuccessful Bay of Pigs invasion against Cuba. The flag of the 26th of July movement is on the shoulder of the Cuban military uniform, and continues to be used as a symbol of the Cuban Revolution.